Since I've decided we should have two parts of this assignment and not fit them all on one page. Unless, well, maybe we can. Let me think. Might be able to fit it. Let's see if it fits. So if the banana fits here, we can put it in the bottom. But what I want you to do with those layers, make sure you lock them, okay? So you don't touch anything. And then create another layer called Original 2. And don't worry about the dirty spots on the grapes. They just have to be washed. And don't worry about that, okay? And don't worry about the spots on the banana unless you want to. If you want to do extra points, you can do them. Like I know Neil wants to, so. File, and I'm going to place my banana and see if it fits in the bottom. It's pretty big. So now you can minimize it, but make sure you hold the shift key so it's proportionate. Just make it fit in the bottom. Okay, that's fine. It fits. So now this is what I suggest you start with a square. So lock this layer, create a new one, call it banana. Okay? And why do you want to start with a square? So you don't want the squiggly lines going all around banana. So I would say really like rectangle, because square is not, it's not really a square. So you're going to start with a rectangle. And I hate that. You like that? Actually, no, maybe this color is not good, so I'm going to pick one from the banana itself, like a mid-tone. And my layer is yellow, so I'm going to change the options of that layer to no, because I'm going to need teal. Okay, so one thing, I'm going to give you a tip. You notice where here is really sharp? That is several gradient meshes next to each other. So you're going to start again, and for now I'm just going to swipe it so you can see it. I'm kind of going to go around the shape in my banana layer. So it kind of goes around it. Now I'm going to fill it, and now I need to be able to see it. So what I'm going to do is go back into my outline mode. And with the outline mode, I'm going to toggle the visibility for Original 2, holding my Command key and clicking on the eye. So I can see it, and I can see my box as well. Now, if the other items bother you, if you don't want to see them, you can just click on the eyes and just kind of remove them. Okay. So now I'm here, and I'm going to start with my mesh, and it is up to you if you want to go under Object and go into Gradient Mesh. Probably do more than that, but see where it starts. You just have to move it. So I'm just going to start with 2 points. I always do that. It's the easiest. Oh, don't move that whole thing. Move the point. So kind of conform it. So see what I did? And the reason why I just start with 2, so it's easier for me to move the shape and kind of conform the shape. So now everything else is going to follow the same look of the shape. Okay? That's why. And you do care about the bottom here. So important thing is this point, that point has to be modified. See what I did? I'm changing my points now. Sometimes you can wait a little bit longer if something funny happens, but so I changed this side. I'm changing my banana, the shape of my banana. And I'm going to do it now before I have 20,000 points. Later, when you add points to your banana or mesh, you can conform them even more. So just drag that. But you do want to start with the square. And I needed to put the points on it. So this is going to be recorded. So you got it all. Okay. So let me continue finishing that side. Okay, so continuing with my direct selection tool. So notice here it needs some points, right? So you can add the points. Like if it doesn't look right, oh, make sure it's inside the shape. Now for these you would have to use gradient mesh points. Now don't worry if it's not perfect, because later on it's gonna get better. So just try as close as possible. Doesn't have to be perfect right now.
Do we do create mesh? Or?
Yes, you have to create the mesh first. I created the mesh already. If you don't create the mesh, it will not do it for you. And what I did originally, I guess you missed that part, was I created the mesh and I manipulate the mesh. No. No, because you need to have the mesh done before you start manipulating it. Now, it's not going to be perfect because you need more mesh points. So I just want to get as close. So, you want me to... Okay. So I'm going to change the color. I think you can see, you cannot see that as well anymore. Anyway, so let me change that again, the option. This is almost not visible. That's better. Okay, so what I'm going to do next is I'm going to go and make sure my shape, I mean, it looks pretty close to the original shape of the banana. Then I'm going to go with my mesh tool, and I know here there's going to be a shape going around, and that has to be right next to it, like another one. There's more. You just kind of click on that. Now, if you don't have enough room here to click, you can undo and click on the side here, because they're really close. There'll be several. There's another one running through here, and they're stopping next to each other, so it'll be the next one. So you're going to have several lines, and you can add lines. Now, notice on top what happened with my shape when I added the line. I want you to notice, because it's going to happen to you and you're going to be at home. This happened. I need to make sure I modified it before I do anything else. You need to work on your shapes right away. And then I'm going to add more points now. Here I go. Oh, this one goes around it. I need to have one here. So let's see how we can do this. There it is. Again, that has to be modified. So you need to modify your shapes. When you draw something and you can see the highlights and the shadows, you may need to make sure you modify them. Okay, that doesn't what I wanted. Now here it's kind of messing with me a little bit, so I'm just gonna put this down and put you down. That's good. I'm undoing. So the rest on the sides, I can see that I'm gonna need some passing points as well. So I usually do it like in the quarters. Probably around here. There's some more happening. Now you can always add more, but this is actually going to help me now manipulate the shape a bit better. You see when I add the points, it's going to help me manipulate the shape. And I may need to add another one here to manipulate it better. But again, there I am. Okay, so that's looking better and better. I'm just manipulating the shape right now till you're perfectly satisfied with it. So that doesn't, in here, in this case, you don't have to use the pen tool, right? You just have to confirm it, the shape. And you're gonna have quite a bit more lines on the banana than you had other ones. So just accept it. It's gonna happen. And I'm gonna move this, all those shapes here, like one is kind of going funny for me and I don't like it how it stops. So I'm just gonna move that. And see if I can put a different, oh that looks good, okay. Put this. So right now this you can see that the projector's putting some light in it because I guess I clicked on it, but it doesn't. I just want you to see that shape. Doesn't matter really. I just have the predominantly yellow. But you notice how many. Look at my shape, and just see how many different things, how many gradients I have. And then when you do that, then you're gonna start coloring all the different points. You're gonna be selecting different ones. And this is actually a light yellow, and it looks like something else. So at this point, I'm gonna just color. So you can just follow me for those or not. But if you get stuck, raise your hand so I can pause this recording. So I don't even need to have my tools because I'm gonna be using shortcut. Be careful not to select the lines, otherwise it would color it. It will color it red or whatever shape you have for the layer. So don't select those. Let me find my tools. So what I'm gonna do is just go around and select the different points, and I don't think I'm gonna record the whole thing. So at home, if you're gonna watch this again, just know I'm not gonna record the whole thing. It just takes too long and you're gonna fall asleep. So what I'm gonna do is pause now and then. So due to time constraints, I'm not able to finish this banana. So if you watch the video, you will see that I just left at this point. So you can see kind of at home when you're looking at the video, just look at how the lines go and then you can manipulate them. But make sure you follow the highlights, the shadows, and so on. And I'm going to pause it. I'm going to stop it now and because I don't have the completed one. Just not enough time.